Yeah, it's Boomer G. Yes, who's with my brother C now. We Texas made boys. Yeah, come on. We Christ, we stay true. Yeah, that's what it do.
What's up, Chosen Nation? It's your boy Boo G with my daughter Amari G.
What's up?
Today we're gonna be making a homemade stuffed crust or garlic bread stuffed crust pizza. All right, garlic bread stuffed crust pizza. I know it's probably easier just to buy it, but it's always healthier to make it at home. So we're gonna show you how easy this is and how quick it could be. So right now we're gonna start just by making the dough. And the way we're gonna start by doing that is, the first thing you need is 2 cups of all-purpose flour. That's 2 cups, we already put it in here. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then you're gonna need 2 cloves of garlic. Pour it in there. You're gonna need 1 pack of rapid rise or instant yeast. Rapid rise instant yeast, just 1 pack of this. All right. You're gonna need just a pinch of kosher salt. A pinch of kosher salt. Now throw it in there, the whole thing.
Oh.
Okay. We already measured it. We measured it out before the show. And then we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of sugar. 1 tablespoon of sugar. You're gonna need a tablespoon of oregano. And then right there, you're gonna start to blend. All right, we're gonna have a few more ingredients, but right now we wanna start to blend. All right, get it nice and mixed. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil. And as you go ahead and start to mix it. Now it's important, once you start adding the liquid, the olive oil and then the water, you're gonna see it start to sound different. It's gonna change in texture too. So what you wanna do now is we're gonna add 3/4 cup of water. The water, it's important that it needs to be between 110 and 115 degrees so it won't kill the yeast, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna begin to mix it again and we're gonna pour it in as we go.
Boy, if you don't.
All right, so when you hear it start to change, you're gonna know it's time to take it out. Now what you want this to feel like is you want it to be not too sticky. If it's sticky, you want to put more. You're gonna want to put some more flour in it. All right, so okay, now that we got it out of the blender, what we're doing now, we're just making a ball. We're doing 2 pizzas, so we doubled up on all the ingredients that you heard. We doubled up on it. You can smell the garlic in this bread. It smells delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Even though my daughter doesn't think so. But, so this is what you're gonna do next. You get a bowl and you put this in there and you're gonna let it sit for 40 minutes. 40 minutes, you're just gonna let this sit in the bowl. Go sit in that bowl over there. And once that's done, we can, once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and start making our sauce. Or while that's being done, while that 40 minutes is there, we're gonna make our own sauce. You can, of course, once again, just use ragu or whatever. But we're gonna show you how easy that is too to make your own sauce. So, all right, so we'll be back in a minute. Okay, now we're gonna be starting to make our own sauce here. What we're doing now is we're sauteing about a half an onion, a good medium-sized onion if you can. There goes Amari. She's gonna be stirring today. And as she continues to stir that, I'm gonna go ahead and once it gets a little bit of brown there, we're gonna go ahead and add some garlic. We put 2 garlic cloves because we already put garlic in the bread, so we don't want to get too garlicky. We're gonna cook that for a little while, and then we're gonna start adding our other ingredients. Okay, once you get the onions and the garlic a little bit brown, next you're gonna get some canned tomatoes. These are the ones we chose to use. They're all the way from Italy. They're certified, as you can see, certified. So drain it a little bit, and you want to grab each one. You want to crush it as best you can. I know you could probably do this a better way, but you got two God-given hands that are perfect for the job. You can go ahead and drain it because it makes it a little bit more easier. Keep stirring. I'm gonna go ahead and do this whole can here. So we're making our own pizza sauce. Good thing is we're making a lot of it, and it's not gonna all go on the pizza. However, you could probably use this for other things, not just pizza. So even if you end up with a lot of it, it's gonna be okay. After you crushed all the tomatoes, you keep stirring it. We added 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. So we're putting that in there. It's a little bit sticky. A tablespoon of oregano. Half a tablespoon of crushed pepper. We added half a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. It's really thick. A little extra taste there. Learned that from Sam, the cooking guy. And then a tablespoon of sugar. We're also going to throw in a little bit of kosher salt. A little bit of kosher salt.
2 shots of vodka.
And some black pepper. And then we're just gonna mix. And when it's finished, we'll come back and let you know. Okay, once you get all the ingredients in, what you want to do is go ahead and bring it to a boil. Then you take it down to a simmer. And then you're gonna let it sit there for about 30 minutes simmer. Okay, now we're at the part where we got our pizza dough flattened out just the way we want it. Now we're gonna, remember this is a stuffed crust pizza, so what we're gonna do is we got a couple of mozzarella sticks. Show the mozzarella sticks, Amari. All right.
So much.
And we're gonna put enough mozzarella sticks to go all the way in a circle. You wanna do it to where you're gonna have a stuffed crust pizza. So what you wanna do is you wanna make sure they're all touching as close as possible. Touching as close as possible. So there's no space without it. And then once you get that in there, you're gonna start to roll the stuffed crust. You wanna make sure you get the dough completely around the cheese all the way around. All right, Amari's just closing up that pizza, that stuffed crust right now. All right, so our sauce has been cooking, simmering for 30 minutes now. And look at it, it came out beautiful. We want it nice and thick. I like it thick because you don't want it to be all drippy on your pizza. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy together. Okay, now that we got our sauce ready, our stuffed crust is ready. We got the stuffed crust ready. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the sauce. Now we don't want to add too much sauce, but we want enough sauce to make sure that spread real good and evenly. So let's go ahead and spread it out here. And then if we need some more, we'll go ahead and add some. Go ahead and add the cheese there. You want to spread it evenly. Sorry, my daughter's making a slow-mo video of this action right here because she likes this part. So you don't have to cover necessarily every part of it, but you definitely want enough to be like it's cheesy around here. Obviously, we have a stuffed crust pizza we're making. Get an assistant, make sure she knows how to listen. There's just having a little hard time. Oh, but you know what? You could also add a little bit of Parmesan right now, just a tad bit. It gives it an extra little flavor. Add a little bit to this pizza, just a little bit. You don't want to do a lot, and that just gives it a little extra flavor. We're making one with it and one without it since my wife doesn't like Parmesan. Now we're gonna add the pepperonis, and the pepperonis you want to go ahead and just let her rip. Tater chip. You want to put a lot of pepperoni. We like a lot, so since you're making your own pepperoni, nobody hates it more when you go buy a pizza and there's not enough pepperoni. So there she is, our pizza is ready. Amari's face, she's happy. Now we're gonna be transferred over to our oven, which we have been warming up at 450. We're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy in the oven at 450. We're gonna put it in for 15 to 17 minutes. It is ready. We're gonna get it out, let it sit for just a minute, and then we'll cut it up. We left it in there for about 15 minutes. And, probably shouldn't have put the cheese on top. Looks like we got a little bit of firm action, but we're gonna taste it. Over here, Sister Anna, hers is all perfect. We're gonna see who comes out better. All right, Anna's perfect looking pizza is gonna go in. It's half pepperoni, half cheese. 450 degrees, 15 minutes. Be back. Okay, Anna's pizza came out, and of course, hers is like super perfect. Got a half cheese, half pepperoni, and it has a stuffed crust. And she's the bomb. We got the pizza cut. Mari's gonna have the honors to do the first piece. First piece, well, second piece because Amari already bit one. And a little stuffed crust.
Oh, that looks good.
All right, the sauce is really hot. Let me bite the stuffed crust.
What I told you.
Until next time, stay chosen.